Hi guys, it's Evelyn, Twin Flames 3344. I just finished the Divine Masculine read for the Twin Flames, and I'm going to do the Oracle cards now. So again, like I've said before, I'm doing Mary Magdalene, Jesus. We're calling them in every day this week for Easter coming up. And I'm going to start with the Ascension deck, okay? So for today is April 14. So the Emperor and the 14 of the Temperance card, the Angels, the truth, the balance and patience. So for April 14, 2019, for everyone watching, the best and highest good of all is concerned, take a deep breath. What do we need to know? What do we need to learn? And we are asking Mary Magdalene, please, and Jesus to come in. God, please armor us all with your love. Clear and fill with only beautiful, organic love and light. Diamond light, please. And what is our guidance? Mary Magdalene and Jesus, please. Okay, so it's just to count those cards. Dolphins is at the bottom of the deck. So again, number 23 is coming up, the King of Wands. Very important, this 23. The affirmation is I connect with dolphin wisdom for dolphins. So you might, dolphins is coming up. You might want to listen to some dolphin whale music as well. So for Mary Magdalene, we have the Huna prayer, which is number 8, which is just about staying at 0 point in the present moment, staying balanced within yourself. The High Priest Hermes took his tribe from Atlantis to Hawaii, where he established the Kahuna tribe and taught the tribe the Huna prayer as follows. First, address your prayer to an angel or master of your choice. State your request 3 times in positive terms, then sit with your palms up and say, "May the rain of blessings fall, so be it," and repeat it for 30 days. Then stop. Watch for signs from the universe and take action at any time if it feels right. Your guidance is to start a Huna prayer for some aspect of your life or continue if you're already engaged in one. The affirmation is your Huna prayer. So it's really just guiding those who don't already have a spiritual practice to find a spiritual practice for yourself, but it's also bringing in the 30 days, and 30 is union. It's the 4 of Wands. So it's like saying, come into union, then stop. And that's pretty cool. And to allow your blessings in. Allow yourself to receive. So from Jesus, we have the gold and silver cloak and the fire dragons, which are 26 and 7 here. So you can see them better. Get them in focus. Okay. So 26 is the Page of Wands and 7 is the Chariot. So it's the inspired young man coming in with the Chariot to the feminine of the Strength, the 8 card, being very strong and quiet. Alright, so for the fire dragons, the 7, we have dragons or 4th dimensional elementals. They can access and transmute heavy vibrations that angels cannot reach. Archangel Gabriel oversees Thor and his fire dragons. You're asked to send out fire dragons supervised by Gabriel to consume negative energies in places and auras, and then ask Gabriel's angels to replace those lower energies with shimmering diamond of pure light, so diamond light. So just like I said when we brought that in. Call on fire dragon to transmute any stuck energy in your own aura and to light you up at a higher frequency so that you can radiate enthusiasm and joy. The affirmation is, I invoke fire dragons to clear my path to ascension. So you can just imagine them too, using their fire to clear your path as you go everywhere, because you naturally do transmute anyway. But just think of how much power, how, it's exponential when you actually put intention behind it. So the gold and silver cloak is 26, that Page of Wands. It's also an 8. So we have 2 8s here and a 7. You've chosen the card of perfect harmony. When you balance your wisdom and power, giving and receiving, your connection with Hollow Earth in the seventh heaven, it offers you the courage to love. It makes you magnetic to people, animals, and situations so that you can attract all that is for your highest good. Your guidance is to bring yourself into harmony and balance, then visualize yourself wearing the gold and silver cloak so that you draw in angel sonics to purify the energy around you. Expect the unexpected and miraculous. And the affirmation is, I am in total balance and harmony. So when you bring your aura into harmony, you know, everything is in harmony with you. The animals aren't afraid of you, the bees don't sting you. Everything works naturally. You end up having ant friends on your counter in the kitchen. But you get the idea. So we have the 1 and the 2, and then I have these other cards I have to count. There's a lot of them. 1, and also Lady Nada wanted to be seen. She was the first card out in this big pile. 1, 2, and that's 45, by the way. So because I'm getting the guidance, 4, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5. 43 is joy. 44 is the mastering, grounding, integrating, and then we're not to get to the 5 because the 5 is that crucifixion energy, and here she's coming up as the higher self of Mary Magdalene. You know, expressing that 45 energy of being able to handle the crucifixion, okay? Because the higher self of Jesus and Mary Magdalene, or the higher self, they stayed above that situation. So it's not for the human energy to handle that explosive type of energy, so never to let it get to that point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So they're definitely coming up here now to the 18th. The Judgment's coming up every day now. So Judgment's here. Amethyst Skull is 21, which is completion, closure. Okay, going out into the world. The Amethyst Skull's coming up as the top card on that bunch of the Judgment. And that has the Akashic records, you know. Always look for the highest perspective in the situation that presents to you. When you have all the facts, then take decisions with wisdom and integrity. The affirmation is, I explore all the information before I take a decision. So don't assume. Make sure you stay balanced before you know everything about the situation. So don't, you know, for example, if your master comes in, don't accuse him of anything before you know everything. Alright, so we have 20, and then again with the 2 and the 1 of masculine and feminine, of Jesus and Mary Magdalene, that's 23. So the 23 is coming up again, and that's the King of Wands. And I often see the King of Wands as Archangel Metatron watching over the masculines. So it could definitely be the energy whispering in their ear. Okay. So now we have the past life deck here. Okay, so for April 14, 2019, for everyone watching, take a deep breath. For the best and highest good of all those concerned, what do we need to know, what do we need to learn? We are asking Mary Magdalene, Jesus, please, what is your guidance? So the bottom of the deck is finances reversed, okay, and this for me is always the 30 pieces of silver, okay? So we're not taking the deal, okay? We're not selling our soul to the devil. The 30 pieces of silver, that's the underlying energy. Which was interesting that my dad guided me to go back through my old coins the day before yesterday, that night. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we'll see. I don't know if I need to go into those energies or not, but there's 7 cards here. And let's see what the first card. So from Mary Magdalene, we have health. Make sure that you take care of yourself. Go to a doctor if needed. Okay? But use your etheric energy line, your Merkaba. You know, your snake. I'm getting carrots too. Eat carrots, please. So not just the orange, but the carrots that are orange as well, that people don't usually get enough carrots. I actually use carrots in my juice every morning. I'm also getting someone putting a stake in the ground. So somebody might be breaking ground somewhere for a home, like in a healthier environment. Someone may pass their medical exams, which came up in the read today. Oh, I'm getting divine marriage as well, the divine sexuality. So good for your health, all right? Love and the love within your marriage, which is 1122. So justice and then the Fool taking that leap of faith is very healthy for you. To wrap yourselves up in each other and eat carrots together. Let's see what else comes up in a minute together. So for Jesus, I have communal living reversed. Okay, so don't live in unsatisfactory conditions. Know your worth. Okay. If it's not good for you, if it's old like that, you're going to be dealing with health issues with mold and other kind of issues. There could be fire because of old wiring. It says, especially if it's communal living, like an apartment complex, that kind of thing, and it's old and run down, how do you know that the people who are running the place, you know, you can trust them to take care of all that stuff? You know, you never do. That's 1224, but if it looks bad and you know there's issues, obviously there may be a reason for you to move. So it's saying for some you might need to move for your health. This is them coming in together. When you're coming together with your masculine and feminine, that you may need to move together for your health. And to get away from too many people living with you, communal living. So if there's a lot of family living situation, the masculine or feminine may need to leave that situation so you can be by yourself for your health and for the health of your divine marriage. I'm getting someone who may live on a cliff that may not be safe. So you may need to move away from that. Or if you're with a cliff, you might need to move away from cliff. That he's a snake. But definitely if you live on a cliff, like in California, there may be an unsafe living condition that you need checked out or you need to move. And you may know about it already, but it's time to go. Even if it's like what would normally be thought of as a really healthy place, like in the mountains, there's something that's not healthy there because the structure may not be sound. Okay, let's come back. I just want to see if I get any energies from these other cards. The bunch came up with Celtic reverse, which came up already this week. It was upright though. Food and hunger upright. Spouse reverse, that was upright yesterday. Trust and faith. High priest or priestess, Asia, which is about, you know, being too stern, and then angels reversed. So let me see what I get from these guys. It's saying, it's not saying that you can never call on your angels. It's just saying, you know, you've mastered. Rely on yourself. You don't always have to call on your angels or the masters to bring in for information. You already have your own higher self. It's saying you don't have to totally disconnect, but disconnect now to practice your own confidence. Okay? To get more, it's that Asia card's bringing up not the being overly stern, but needing to find that confidence within yourself. And not, like, so as soon as somebody else questions what you're channeling, for you not to question yourself just because someone outside yourself doesn't believe you. It doesn't matter. You need to learn that confidence in your own knowing and what messages you're receiving. About the high priest or priestess. So in your own abilities, just to feel your own knowing. And double check if you need to on your own. Having trust and faith, letting go of the outcomes, allowing the sun to shine through, allow the breakthroughs to come. So it's just like my process is I'll get translations and messages and codes on how to translate certain things on another day, so that a day or two later, then I understand what they're trying to tell me, because now I got those other codes already, the translations for acronyms or whatever. So you have to find your own way there. Trust and faith, allow the sun to break through. Someone may need some light treatment to their left shoulder here, like between their wing and their neck. All right, so someone might need light treatment there. So some laser or just some light worker to put their hands on them. Yes, I'm getting like a bum wing. Definitely on the left side. And to get the and needs masculine energy. For the masculine to rub her shoulders, but especially the left one. To help release more for trust and faith, right? So when you know, you're more nurturing with each other, it helps you stay when you're touching, because then your energies stay aligned. It's easier to keep faith between you. Especially about a divorce situation, especially when the new relationship is new and you've just come out of divorce, so there's no mistrust about the masculine going back to his karmic, or that he loves her more than you, that they'll always have that bond that you'll never have. So those jealousy issues may come up. So it's saying to have the trust and faith and allow the masculine to comfort you, using touch, using their energy, to release all X energies. Someone may be starved for affection. So remember why you're food and hunger, why you're overeating. It's, you know, you're always compensating for something else. So I'm getting here because, and it's making me want to cry. Because of a divorce situation, because they've been so starved for love and affection, they may cling to certain things that may make you worry or be concerned, but it's just out of just like overeating, because they're trying to fill what they lacked from their relationship, and they're not quite there yet with you, okay, with the trust, because there's been so much mistrust in the other relationship. It was just 18 to 44, which is the 18th coming up, the full moon in Libra, second full moon in Libra, with the what did I say was the second number? Now I can't remember. 18 and... You can remind me if you want. Now I can't remember what number it was. I guess it wasn't important. Oh, that's the message. Don't make something that's unimportant important. Let it go. Especially in the beginning of the connection, when you first come together, because, you know, you have to acclimate to each other, the way you are, how you live, dealing with the family issues and not getting jealous, or because you don't know them that well, so you feel that, you know, you feel that shyness, insecurity. But just know it's the food and hunger from the starvation of affection on both sides of the situation. And also we have Celtic reverse, which is bringing up a lot of drinking issues of the Irish. So some Irish church and drinking issues coming up that have caused this starvation of, it can be the masculine or the feminine, or coming out of a marriage or committed relationship. They're going to be starved because the water they were drinking was tainted and the bread wasn't good for them. And definitely Irish came up yesterday and today, so it's around the drinking in the church, keeping the father from their children. Don't do that. Even if they have addictions, they still need to have contact with their children, for both of them. And this is why some of the reasons why some of you will have to move away from a communal situation where there's too much religion or too much alcoholism involved, and too much food and hunger issues. It could be people starving themselves or overeating. You need to take the children out of that situation. Or you need to take at least you and the Divine Master and Divine Feminine for your health to get out of that situation, if not permanently, at least temporarily, to get yourselves balanced with each other first before dealing with any family stuff. And you may have to deal with some mothers or mother-in-laws who are very stern, who aren't coming off as very friendly to you. So it's saying again, show your confidence. Don't be an angel to someone who doesn't deserve it. So if they're not nice to you, you don't have to be over nice. Of course, be your kind, loving self, but don't overdo it. Don't feed into their ego of control. Okay, just let it go. You know, find your zen. But don't spend time with someone who treats you like crap, that's for sure. Just have trust and faith that they'll come around. Because a lot of them will. Not all of them will, but some of them will. They just need to, they have trust issues as well. Because of the other karmic partner. So the mother of the masculine may not trust you because they had a lot of issues with the karmic partner, or they had a very strong bond with the karmic partner. It was just 2-2-2-2, and that's why they may resent you, because they didn't want them to go away because that was their friend, or their eating buddy, or their religion buddy. Okay, so all of those kind of things were coming up there. And then underlying energy, don't forget, was 30 pieces of silver. So it's about betrayal. So don't allow someone to pay you off. Or don't try to pay off somebody else. Don't try to buy somebody's kindness or friendship, okay? Just allow it to happen naturally. Alright, so for Journey of Love, again. Oh, by the way, that was cards. We had 7 and then 1 and 1. So we have the 7 of the Chariot and then the 9 of Completion, but also the Hermit, the Wise One, the Collective Consciousness. Right, allow the Chariot to come to you for the Divine Feminine, the Hermit. Okay. And for the in-laws, or the family, it doesn't have to be in-laws, but whoever the family is that you come into contact with, the masculine or the feminine's family, or friends. Don't push it, let them come to you. Just allow, and kids too. So for this April 14th, 2019, for everyone watching, the best and highest good of all is concerned. What do we need to know? What do we need to learn? Take a deep breath, guys. We're asking Mary Magdalene and Jesus, please. What is our advice? What is our guidance? If you're unsure, take your time and don't rush it. It's the message I was just getting. Rush it, and I was just getting russet potatoes. Somebody needs to eat russet potatoes. Or maybe with the Irish that you eat too many russet potatoes. So however that applies to you. The bottom of the deck is Heart of God. So again, we have the 9 of the hermit, the wise one, the collective consciousness. The wise one always stays silent. When you're unsure, be patient, go back within. Go into, when you get confused and you're not sure, don't jump the gun. Step back from the situation and go into meditation again, or just take some time out. So I have some to count here. I'm not going to read all these cards, but I'll show you. So the first one out, which I'll definitely read, is Contemplation, which is 69, which is the Ace of Pentacles, which is that new life or big offer. So someone offers you money to pay you off for your kindness, or you may think twice about that. Make sure you stop. Don't feel rushed. If someone rushes you, you definitely shouldn't do it, because that means they're trying to trap you into something. Take time out to think and meditate. Or just to come back to yourself. That's definitely an offer of a new life. Don't jump into it just because it's your masculine. Is he coming to you in the right energy? Or it could be someone in your family or their family or friends, someone coming to you with an offer. Is it really what you ultimately want? So then we have 2 cards that came out together. One is Within Nothing, There's Everything, number 2, the High Priestess, and 30 again, which is Towering Magnificence. And 30, of course, is the 4 of Wands energy. So these 2. Okay. And they have very similar colors and energy here. Very kind of choppy. And that's that nervous energy, when you're not calm and the nervous energy is all around. So when you meet new people, new situations, it's saying too to go back and make sure you take time out for contemplation. But these aren't terrible choppy energies. They're just very that little nervous anxiety and energy. There's just little bits of reds and pinks in here, but mostly blues, all different shades of blue, with white and some tans to yellows. Little buttercup yellow there. So the 30 of the union, the coming together of families. So I'm getting one is like the buttercup yellow family and the other is the blue family. So it's like the blue rays, the divine masculine and feminine coming together with everyone else, right? So their extended family is separate from them. Now the divine masculine and feminine, they are each other's family. They are the blue rays of light. So we definitely also have the showing the separate families of the blue rays actually being the ETs, and then the blue rays being the buttercup yellow, Jesus and Mary Magdalene family. Because I'm getting the towering magnificence as the ETs coming in to help us. It's making me want to cry. 3 wise men, Jesus and Mary Magdalene, and others behind them, all coming together. It's like coming to the manger to see the new child. It's making me want to cry. Oh. It's the being Christed of the union. Because there's one towering above all. It's God bringing you together in your union. And everyone coming from miles around. It's like the little drummer boy. Everyone's coming from near and far. To see the union of Jesus and Mary Magdalene. And it's very beautiful spiritual energy. Everyone coming from the etheric realms, and the Mary and Jesus template of that buttercup yellow. Spiritually. The birth of a new dawn. The mother's womb. And I'm getting that African woman again, even though it doesn't look like that at all, but I'm getting an African woman with, some kind of white not necessarily a turban, but maybe just a scarf around their head. Oh, also the third eye I'm getting. The eye socket, like the eyeball, I'm getting the third eye. Oh, what was her name? I came up in one of my reading. There was an African goddess that came up. I don't know if you can remember, but they're telling me to bring up two. When I went to Hawaii with Elizabeth from House of Items when she went to Hawaii, not this year, last year in January. And when we were talking about who our inner goddess was, she brought up my inner goddess as a very tall African woman with no hair, with 3 lions around me. And it's funny because I have 3 lions outside my door. And I'm getting like that energy, but also referencing back to the goddess that I had found in my read. I just can't think of what her name was. I'm thinking it starts with a C, but I can't remember. I'm also seeing the whites of their eyes. I'm getting to say how beautiful the dark black woman is. Okay, to bring up the beauty of the black woman. The contrast of the whites of her eyes, how beautiful it makes her eyes pop out against her beautiful dark skin. I'm just getting, it's coming through for me to bring that up. Someone's feeling insecure about themselves. To know your worth. Within nothing there is everything. Use your third eye to come back there again. Remember your tribes. Everyone is always with you. The ETs and the masters and angels. Everybody who's within. The womb of the universe. The God energy within. Your connection to your higher self is everything. They're all right there, right now, watching you. The ETs and your masters and angels and guides. Everyone is always right there, ready to jump to your attention. And now I'm getting Julie Andrew with The Hills Are Alive, with the sound of music. The music of the spheres is like the ultrasound and the womb. Listen to what the wind tells you. Mary Magdalene. When I was in the south of France, we were at, is it Isis and Horus? I always forget the names, and who was the son and who was the father. I always forget, sorry. But there's 2 stone chairs, and we climbed that mountain that day, and we spent a lot of time at the top in the group, meditating and doing some exercises with each other. But one of the things we did, and it was beautiful energy, Archangel Michael was there so heavily. You could just feel it in the breeze, okay? But one of the things we did on the way down was do a circle around the tree. And this is Mercedes Kirkle on her trip, which I absolutely recommend. It was beautiful. We were singing rounds of a song that she gave us the words to. So first we would sing it with our eyes open, but then we sang with our eyes closed. And oming as well. So as we're in the circle singing the rounds of song until you're finished, I was still singing, but when I opened my eyes, I was hearing the mountains come in. So you know how like there's an echo sometimes if you yell off a mountain, you hear the mountain echo back. But I was getting, as we were humming, the universe started humming in, like I was getting the mountains singing along with us. And I wasn't sure if I should stop singing yet. So I opened my eyes to see, and they were all looking at me because I was the only one singing. And I was hearing the mountains sing with us. It was like how everyone's different voices sound different pitches, you know, when you're singing. And then all of a sudden it became one with the mountain's voice. It was amazing. So I was being guided to tell you that. It was really amazing. The hills are alive with the sound of music. Listen, use your ears. I have to count still, so let's see. I have 1, then 2. Then I'll show you these real quick, but I'm not going to go into them because there's too many cards. Okay. So I have self-initiation, 12. And then beauty again came up yesterday, and that's 58. Yeah, so make sure to get your beauty rest. And the choice, this came up yesterday as well. So those two came up yesterday, which is about the masculine and the feminine. It's your choice whether you want to be in prison or not. Make sure you get your rest. Go to bed earlier than you've been. And then 12 of wisdom. So hang out and be still. Be in your wisdom, self-initiation. Only when inspired, then self-initiate. It's always your choice. So we had 1, 2, and 3. And 1, 2, 3 was one of the number sets that came up in the read today. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Okay, so we got 29 cards here. So they wanted to bring up the 3 of Wands. 29 is 11 also, and someone's not speaking their truth. And the 3 of Wands is about waiting for your ships to come in, as opposed to staying present and seeing the beauty around you. So that's also why they're you're not speaking your truth when you're not seeing the beauty around you. The hills are alive with the sound of music and being around in that space. If you are waiting for your ship to come in, you're not enjoying your truth, which is right always in your environment. By raising your vibration and your truth of the beauty of your present moment and enjoying those sounds, you radiate out and it draws in what you need. The man of the earth, woman of the sky is at the bottom here, which is the 48, which is the walking away or going within. So stop waiting for others and just be who you are, the divine beauty that is within. You don't need to do anything to prove your worth. Just do what you enjoy. When you're not sure, go within. And when you're inspired, go without. But don't go without and deprive yourself. And you know what I meant by going without means when you get inspired, do. When you're not or confused, then go within. Or take a walk, take a nap, do something you love. Let go of the anxiety and just be excited instead. It's always your choice to stay in the prison or not. Okay, so we have 29 plus 6 more is 35. So that comes out to Mary Magdalene. That's the wounded warrior Mary Magdalene. The contemplation needed when she had to deal with Jesus being on the cross that day, and then him dying, and then her having to make peace with it and their connection, and her surrendering by the 3rd day, allowing him to rise again. Okay. 635. That was very beautiful. So I'm just going to read Contemplation 69 because we're going pretty long here already. Alright, and 69 is the second to last page. The last one is Heaven. 69, Contemplation. Within you there is a question arising. When you get the question right, the answer will be self-evident. But you have to plunge yourself. Sorry, I'm having trouble talking. But you have to plunge your consciousness deep within to find the right question, to articulate it clearly and understand what it is that you are really asking. That question within you is actually a divine gift of awakening. It is your future awakened self waiting to be found and calling to you, too. Let the question arise through dreams, dance, meditation, sleep, yoga, time in nature, swimming in the ocean, bathing in aromatherapy bath, or receiving a hot stone massage. The question holds within it the next unfolding petal of the lotus of your being. And often when they talk about your chakra system, they talk in terms of petals. This oracle brings you an invitation to enter into the mystery of your life and your being, and to allow the biggest question you can summon to emerge from your heart and be expressed through love. Your question may emerge as clear and shining, or soft and yielding, a question with no words, only feeling. Whatever truth emerges, let that be your contemplation. So it's about letting go of outcome as well. In response to that question, the next step forward will unfold before you, revealed in perfect clarity and perfect timing. This oracle brings you a message from your own divine nature. Come sit with me and breathe. I want to ask you something. I want you to ask me something. Together there is conversation that we are to have now, and there will be beautiful accord between us that overflows into all of your relationships, bringing more understanding and peace. And the poem reads, patterns break through the night in beams of light awakening. Memories of walking on sand, moments, waves replace, waiting for another passerby. Reflections, time to look outward in, to find those hidden spaces, residing alone, waiting for a twin soul, waiting for myself. And I just want to say my home after that. It just felt like it needed to come out. Okay, so really beautiful messages. Thank you, Mary Magdalene and Jesus, so much. And thank all you guys. Just be good to yourselves. Like I said, get your beauty rest and get yourself out of the prison. Go have some fun. Do whatever gives you joy, whether that's resting and just reading a book or going out and getting busy. Go shopping if you want to. Just whatever brings you joy, do that. You know, it's always great to be around young energy too. It's just 4224, which is the Two of Cups and the Queen of Wands. Okay, so the energy of connecting not only to what you may be comfortable with, but something that may be different from you, and being accepting of it, loving everything, all that is. Okay, it was just 4242. Okay, so the Two of Cups and the Two of Cups coming together in that deep connection. Do what you need. Make sure you drink plenty of water to keep you connected, and rise and be loved, guys.